Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am going to be playing around with the Revolution X Batman collection. So the Batman collection had like two eyeshadow palettes, there was like a highlighter, I believe there was some kind of lip thing, there's an eyeliner, I know that for sure. To be honest, Revolution have been coming out with so many different releases I honestly cannot keep up. I'm trying to not let my makeup collection build up to an immense level again. So I'm just being very picky and choosy with the makeup that I actually buy. So I just bought the things that I thought I would use the most. I got my hands on the Revolution and Batman eyeshadow palette, the large one. They had a smaller one, but it was more neutral shades, and I just feel like I have a lot of neutrals, so let's try something else. And then I got the highlighter as well, which I actually swatched in store, and oh my god, it was so nice. I'm really excited to put this on. Yeah, let's get into the eyeshadow palette. This is the Forever Flawless This City Needs Me palette. So this palette has 18 shades on it, and it has like the Batman embossment at the front, and it actually looks really nice. It's the tin packaging, which I actually quite like because I think this is really travel friendly. It does have a little bit of weight on it, but it does have a large mirror, as you can see, and it also is very sturdy, so you knock this about, your eyeshadows are not necessarily going to break. This is the Color Story, and I actually think it is so pretty. Like, there's just so many different shades in here. You could do so much with this. Some of the eyeshadows have the Batman logo pressed into it. It looks really nice. Initially when I first saw this, I was not like, oh, I need to get it, need to get my hands on it. To be honest, I was kind of uninspired when I first saw this. So then I went and saw it in store, and I was like, ooh, you know what, this actually looks so much better than it did online. So yeah, I picked this up instead of the other one. I was actually going to pick up the smaller one. I'm just going to swatch a few of these shades just so we can kind of see what it's like. But I know Revolution's formulas, I've used so much of their makeup, it's unreal. I'll do some like mattes and some shimmers. I'm going to swatch this yellow one, this dark blue one up here, and maybe the black, just to see what it's like. I'm just going to swatch it. Okay, so they do look pigmented, especially that yellow. That yellow really comes off. Good pigmentation. I mean, they do feel a little bit chalky, but that's Revolution's formulas usually do feel a little chalky, but the color payoff is always there, so I can't even complain. This lilac-y one, Dawn, this blue one, this gold one, and possibly this green one. The lilac-y one, the gold one, the blue one, and that green one. So this is what they're looking like. That green one is immense. Like, that, I think that's why I actually bought this palette. I was like, oh my god, it's so pretty. I'm a sucker for greens. I don't really wear that much green. I say that whilst wearing a green hoodie. I don't wear that much green on my eyes, but I just love to have greens in my collection. I'm just, to be honest, at this point, I'm a makeup collector. It is what it is. There's definitely a few different formulas in here. That gold one was a lot chunkier than the rest. It felt more foiled, as did that blue one. The green one was more of a standard shimmer, as was the lilac. Yeah, you've got loads of different colors to play around with. So I'm just gonna stop yapping, and I'm just gonna start putting makeup on this face. I feel like for the first time on my channel, I actually have my hair up and it's in a bun. Right, so I've got some new brushes from Shein. I bought these on Shein. I'm just gonna use them, you know. I've done my makeup off camera, obviously, and I've concealed my eyes, which is what I usually do. I think the first shade I'm going to take is the shade Alfred, which is this really nice like pink toned nude. I'm just gonna use that as my transition shade. You know what? I feel like Makeup Revolution went really quite quiet during the pandemic and stuff. You know, their releases are insane. They release so much and so fast. Yeah, they've just started coming out with collection after collection after collection again, and honestly, I feel like I can't keep up. Like, it stresses me out. I feel like maybe 2 years ago it was quite an attractive selling point for Revolution. Like, they always had new stuff coming out, but I feel like now it's just overwhelming. Like, it's just too much. It's like, slow it down. Like, spend more time on your collections, you know. Just, I don't know, just slow down. There's no need to bash out collection after collection, because we're gonna buy it. We're gonna buy it. They're doing all these fun collaborations with all these like shows and movies and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, like, as consumers, we don't want to buy it because it's like our favorite movies and our favorite shows, and it makes us feel nostalgic and good and all that kind of stuff. But if it's like 3 releases at the same time, you're kind of like, which one should I get? Because I'm not going to get like 3 eyeshadow palettes at the same time. I mean, I do that, but to review them on this channel. But like, your average consumer is not gonna just buy 3 eyeshadow palettes. It's just like, calm down, Revolution, calm down. Right, so that shade actually built up really fast, and it's pretty pink. It's a pretty pink shade. I thought it was gonna turn out more mauve, but it turned out more pink. Let's be a bit crazy. I'm gonna take the same brush and I'm gonna go into that yellow shade, which is called Anyone's Game. I love how the black and the yellow are next to each other. I feel like that is so like super Batman. So I'm just taking that yellow underneath, and oh my god, pigment, that is whoa, that is a yellow, guys. Like, that is so pigmented. I'm actually shook at that. It's far more pigmented than I thought it was going to be. It's swatched well, but like on the eye, it really shows up as yellow. Okay, all right. Okay, I kind of like the way that's looking. I think I want to play with that green and that blue. The first thing I'm going to take is that shade Crusader, that lime green, and I'm going to put that in the inner portion of my eye. Oh my god, I love it so much. It's so pretty. I love shades like this. I honestly feel like I haven't played around with color in the longest time. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it like that. So the inner, maybe like half, maybe just over half of the lid. I like this palette. It's so easy to play around with. Like, I'm not having to blend about 1,000 times. That's the thing about Revolution. The formula is usually quite consistent. The eyeshadows work. They really do. I'm gonna flip that brush and I'm gonna go into the shade Batcave. A really nice midnight blue, and I'm gonna use that on the outer part. I feel like maybe I might need to go in with my finger for this. Okay, there we go. There we go. Painting it downwards is a better way. Okay, out of all the shades, this is the one that's the hardest to blend, just because I think it's like a different formula. I mean, the color payoff is beautiful, but it's not blending as well as I want it to, really. And there's fallout, guys. There is fallout. So I'm gonna just like wing it out a little bit. I feel like this started off so well and it was like so easy to use, and then like now I'm like struggling. I feel like we could salvage it. I'm gonna go back in with that green and just try and reintroduce it. Okay, that blue is gone on the inner part and I really quite like that, so I'm just gonna pop it like this. Ooh. Ooh. Stop. This is not my plan, but it looks fucking amazing. It looks amazing. Underneath, I'm gonna just go into that blue shade called Darkness and just kind of try and line my eyes. I try and just buff that and just make it all kind of more meshed together. We are gonna clean this up, don't worry. I think that might be the eye look for now. I don't know how we got here. It's just so extra. Right, so for the inner corner, I am gonna clean this up in a bit, but for the inner corner, I'm gonna take the shade Dawn. Like, let's use a purple in the inner corner. Let's see what happens. Ooh, I actually love that. It's actually very icy lilac shade. As you can see, I've literally just dipped it and this is what it looks like. It's freaking amazing. Then under the brow bone, I'm going to take this shade called Crime Ally. No, Crime Ally. And it's like a nice champagne shade, and I'm just going to take a little bit. And as you can see, it's like immensely pigmented, like just what? Individually, these shades are actually freaking amazing. Right, so I'm just gonna pop some mascara on and then we're gonna do highlight. Okay, so I've put some mascara on. I am going to take this black shade called Batarang and I'm going to use it as a liner. Wish me luck, because I have no idea how this is gonna go. Okay, that is quite black, like straight away I couldn't see that on top of that midnight blue. I just want to create like a little wing situation, just for a little bit of like more depth, kind of like that. I didn't even pick that much up and it's just so pigmented. I'm really impressed. You know, I've not used the new Makeup Revolution eyeshadow palette in ages. Like seriously, it's been ages, and this one is just reminding me how good they are. I am obsessed. You know what, this eye look had minimal fallout. I mean, the blue, this blue, it is actually quite crumbly, but overall, like, yes, I am freaking obsessed. So nice. So next I'm going to use this Revolution Batman highlighter. Packaging is actually really cute as well. Two of my nails just slung off. Two of them. What the f? Nothing should be this hard to open. You know what? I'm ripping it open. That's how hard it is to open. Pissed off. Right, so I've got this itty bitty little highlighter brush and I'm really excited to use it. This is the highlighter. The packaging is exactly the same as the outer packaging. There literally is no shade, but I know I got like a light shade. This is the actual highlighter itself. It's like a peachy, silvery, shimmery shade, and I feel like it's gonna look really nice on. I've actually not used a Revolution highlighter in the longest time, so I'm kind of excited to see what it's gonna look like on. Okay, that is, first of all, that is blinding, and second of all, that is very icy. It's super icy. I thought it was gonna be more peach than that, to be honest. Okay, honey, she ain't playing. I really like this brush, to be honest. It's quite like precise. I'm gonna take a little bit on the nose. Oh my god, it's literally the most blinding thing ever. Seriously, this is blinding. I've not seen an icy highlight like this on myself in a long time, but oh my goodness, like damn, like damn. Honestly, if you're not into blinding highlights, maybe stay away from this one or use the teensiest tiny bit, because honestly I barely touched this. Like, you can't even tell it's used, and this is how icy I am. I am so pleasantly surprised with how this has come out. I didn't really expect to like this eyeshadow palette as much as I did, but the colors that are in here, you can honestly do so much. It's just got a really good color story where it's very, very versatile. I did not expect to have this kind of eye look, but I feel like it's so beautiful. The colors are so vibrant, they really show up. That green is to die for. The yellow, the mattes were really pigmented. I don't have a single bad thing to say about this. It is a typical Makeup Revolution eyeshadow palette, as in terms of formula. Not the most finely milled formula, etc., but the pigment's there and it works. I picked it up on a Superdrug sale, so I think I got this for around £8. It's really good value for money, and you get the big ass mirror, which is just, every palette should have a mirror, honestly, because you can't travel without it. And then the highlight, I knew the highlight, I would like it. I mean, it's not my favorite in terms of the color. I find it just a little too icy for me, but in terms of formulation, damn, this is pretty, and it's not even really brought out my texture. It's different. A lot of Makeup Revolutions, that old highlighters used to bring out texture, but they were blinding. This one's blinding and it's not really doing that. When I'm facing head on, you can't even tell I've got anything on my cheeks there. Okay, I'm really impressed with this, and I actually recommend this collection because it's fun and it's pretty, and if you love Batman, this is honestly, it's really good. Really good. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you give a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, join my YouTube family, and I'll see you in the next one.